In the wild, mercy is a human concept. When birds of prey lock onto a target, escape is almost impossible. These hunters don't hesitate. They don't warn. And once the attack begins, there is no second chance. Get ready to witness the top 30 bird of prey attacks on their victims, carried out with absolute efficiency and no mercy. Let's dive into it. This mother eagle rests beside her chicks, unaware that danger is closing in. A bold hawk suddenly attacks the nest. Despite fierce resistance, the intruder keeps returning, pressing the assault. In a devastating moment, both chicks are taken, slipping beyond the mother's reach. She returns to an empty nest, defeated and distressed. In the wild, reproduction keeps a species alive, but survival is never guaranteed. A kestrel suddenly breaks in on a mother barn owl, attempting to take over her nest. During breeding season, female barn owls defend their nests with extreme aggression. There's no room for retreat. After a fierce clash, the kestrel forces the owl into a corner, making the fight seem all but over. Then, in a single moment of miscalculation, everything changes. Caught off guard, the kestrel retreats in defeat. Even intelligent crows aren't always safe from the threat of large seagulls. Without warning, one crow is violently attacked. Crows are highly social, and another rushes in immediately, cawing loudly in an attempt to drive the attacker away. But seagulls can be brutally aggressive, especially once they've targeted a vulnerable opponent. The commotion draws the attention of a nearby man, who runs to intervene. Sadly, the help comes too late. The crow does not survive. In this scene, a grey heron stands perfectly still at the water's edge, waiting. Herons are masters of patience, capable of remaining motionless for long periods to avoid alerting prey. When a duckling wanders too close, the strike is instantaneous. The heron's long, powerful beak snaps down with pinpoint accuracy. seizing the duckling before it can react. The initial blow leaves no chance to escape. The heron calmly adjusts its grip and begins to swallow its prey. What happens when both predator and prey are lightning fast? This rabbit dodges again and again, reading every movement of its pursuer with perfect timing. Above it, the goshawk struggles to secure a clean grip in midair. Each sharp turn and last-second escape pushes the predator closer to frustration. After countless attempts, the hawk finally succeeds. Against difficult prey, every victory is earned, not given. Two adult swans stand guard over their chick, fully aware that seagulls are opportunistic predators. Despite their graceful appearance, breeding swans can weigh over 12 kilograms and become fiercely territorial when their young are threatened. As gulls circle overhead, searching for an opening, the parents remain on high alert. Any bird that flies too close is met with aggressive wing displays and warning strikes. In an instant, the swans surge forward, attacking with powerful wing beats and sharp pecks.
Oh my God, he killed her. No.
The gull is stunned and briefly immobilized, injured but alive. It manages to retreat, flying off with a hard lesson learned. The fox is completely focused on its hunt, unaware that a predator in the sky has already locked on. From above, the eagle detects the slightest movement. In an instant, it dives. The fox senses danger and bolts, but it's already too late. Eagles can strike at speeds exceeding 150 kilometers per hour, and once a target is chosen, there's rarely a second chance. In a blur, razor-sharp talons clamp onto the fox's body. It struggles desperately, but the eagle's grip and power are overwhelming. Within seconds, the fight is over and the fox collapses beneath the weight of the attack.
He likes to perch on the roof.
The seagull stands perfectly still, its sharp eyes tracking every movement below.
Around the yellow-green iris. Successful attempt. He rejoins his mate on the roof.
Its target's pigeons are busy foraging, completely unaware of the danger above.
2 more attacks still don't succeed.
Slowly and silently, the seagull lowers itself into position.
Now he manages to grab the pigeon by the
Then,
neck.
without warning, it strikes, seizing a pigeon and dragging it straight into the water. In this environment, the pigeon is instantly at a disadvantage.
But amazingly, it manages.
Despite frantic struggling, resistance is useless. The seagull pecks relentlessly, maintaining control until the movement finally stops.
Somehow it seems
Only
odd
then
to
does
the
it
gull
pull the
carrying
carcass
anything
back onto land and
disturbed.
feed calmly. Antarctic gulls pose a serious threat to penguin colonies, especially when chicks are left exposed. They exploit a critical weakness when penguins fail to group together and form a protective barrier around their young. In this moment, a determined chick tries to escape toward the water, searching for even the smallest chance of survival. But the gull doesn't give up easily. Just in time, the parents intervene, and guiding the chick back to safety. In harsh landscapes with scarce food like Antarctica egg and chick theft is a grim reality. This female rockhopper penguin fiercely guards her eggs as a brown squaw approaches.
Looks like pecking back a bit.
The penguin protests loudly, but the predator remains eerily silent.
Lower left-hand corner. Rockharper makes the lunge in the skua. Tries in the go. And there's a good chance of the egg getting...
That silence is calculated. In one swift, precise move, the squaw snatches an egg and escapes. In an environment this unforgiving, predators can't afford mistakes, and nature shows no mercy. Only perfection in survival. Large albatrosses, often called airborne battleships, they don't hunt birds for meat, but for something far more valuable, the prey carried in the beaks of tropical birds returning from a successful hunt. They are masters of aerial harassment. They attack from behind, closing in relentlessly and forcing their targets off balance. While tropical birds are fast and agile, carrying fish dramatically reduces their speed and maneuverability, a critical weakness. Under intense pressure, many are forced to drop their catch just to escape. Only when they reach the safety of coastal cliffs can they keep hold of their hard-earned meal. In the frozen Antarctic, young penguin chicks are protected by their mothers when they're small. But as they grow and can no longer fit inside the brood pouch, survival depends on the colony. The chicks huddle tightly together in a circle, sharing warmth while the adults leave to forage. This huddling behavior helps them conserve heat and energy in brutal winds, but it also creates an opening for predators. Large seagulls move in, probing the group and searching for weakness. Just in time, an adult penguin returns, charging the attackers and driving them away. Another example of this behavior appears when a fast-moving heron catches an unsuspecting dove. In just a few seconds of inattention, the dove turns into an easy meal. As it recovers from the initial shock, the dove struggles violently, but that only worsens its fate. Rapid movements cause its wings to break, leaving it helpless. The heron then drags the bird into a nearby puddle and drowns it with ease. Grey-headed bush shrikes are fierce predators, known to attack almost anything they can overpower. In this moment, one boldly takes on a snake twice its size, carefully striking while keeping clear of the snake's highly venomous fangs. The snake attempts to flee, but the bush shrike is relentless, with repeated, precise attacks. The bird delivers fatal blows long before the snake can recover.
Are you looking, Barb?
No, I can't watch.
Did you bring them?
Outmatched and weakened, the snake never stands a chance.
You got trapped out here?
You know that snake coffin? The bird's orange-breasted.
Today's predator can easily become tomorrow's prey, and the cycle never stops.
It's like coffee tea on me. Coffee tea.
A heron hunts along the water's edge, moving slowly and calmly. Then it freezes every muscle, locked in place. For herons, complete stillness is often the final signal before a strike. In a split second, a razor-precise peck lands squarely on an approaching rat, killing it instantly before it can react. The heron swallows its prey and returns to its motionless stance, as if nothing happened. Unaware of the danger, other rats creep closer only to meet the same sudden and unavoidable fate. Every day, albatrosses leave their nests, flying dozens of kilometers out to sea in search of food. They can carry multiple fish in their beaks at once an essential skill for feeding chicks waiting back home. But catching prey isn't the hardest part. The real challenge begins on the return. Opportunistic seagulls are already waiting. They don't need to hunt, they just need to be faster and more aggressive. Only those that sprint straight back to their nests at full speed keep their hard-earned meal. Because in this harsh world, catching food isn't enough. Holding on to it is survival. When a blue heron waits to ambush, it becomes motionless like a statue, patiently scanning the area. It spots a squirrel and calculates the moment. Then, in a sudden strike, the prey is seized. The squirrel struggles desperately, fighting to break free. But the heron's grip is firm and unforgiving. Escape isn't an option. Before feeding, the heron dips its catch into the water, softening it to make swallowing easier. This behavior reflects problem-solving ability, often seen in highly intelligent species. High in the Arabian mountains, a family of eagles soars above the cliffs, patiently scanning for prey. Below, a rock rat moves cautiously. The first aerial chase is tense, but neither side gains an advantage. The eagles don't force it. Instead, they adapt. One eagle drops low, drawing the prey's attention, while the other climbs higher, positioning itself directly against the sun. In a split second, the eagle dives from above, talons locking onto the prey. The hunt is over almost instantly, and the rock rat is carried back to the nest. Another silent killer of the natural world is the grey heron. At first glance, it appears slow and calm, but in reality, it is an incredibly precise predator. The heron stands motionless, watching closely, missing not a single movement. Then, in an instant, a lightning-fast strike snaps down on a mouse near the trash can. The mouse struggles desperately, but the heron's long, rigid, razor-sharp beak holds firm, leaving no chance of escape. Within seconds, the struggle ends. The heron lifts its prize and walks away. on Bird Island, South Georgia. A brown skua attempts to steal the eggs of a northern giant petrel. It's a risky move. The petrel is no passive victim, but a powerful predator capable of killing penguins. The skua circles the nest, probing for a weak point, but the petrel stands firm, defending its eggs with a heavy, frustrated and unable to break through, the skua resorts to tugging at the petrel's wing before finally giving up and flying off. In the end, the thief leaves empty-handed. This baby Gwangi gull lost its greatest protection the moment its mother disappeared. Too small to defend itself. It panicked, fleeing blindly, even from its own kind. The attacking seagull showed no hesitation. With cold indifference, it struck again and again, targeting the helpless chick. Each attack drained what little strength remained, until resistance was gone. A rabbit unknowingly strays into the strike range of a grey heron standing perfectly still, like a statue. In the blink of an eye, the predator lunges. A lightning-fast, precise strike instantly immobilizes the rabbit. Without urgency, the heron steps back, calmly repositioning its grip. Then, with slow and deliberate movements, it swallows the prey whole. It's a chilling moment, proof that in nature, patience and precision can be far more terrifying than speed. In distant waters, large seagulls circle endlessly, watching a flock of ducks and their young below. Gulls are opportunistic predators, constantly scanning for a single moment of weakness. In a flash, one dives at high speed and snatches a duckling from the surface. The mother reacts instantly, calling out and lunging at the attacker, but it's already too late. Scenes like this repeat again and again. Even when ducklings stay close to shore or spread out to avoid attention, the gull waits patiently. One small mistake, one slower stroke, and the cost is fatal. A group of arrow-marked babblers teams up with a glossy starling to attack a juvenile boomslang. They strike in rapid succession, diving, pecking, and hammering the snake like a punching bag. This isn't random aggression. Birds frequently form mixed-species mobs, even across different families, to overwhelm and drive off a shared threat.
They're just picking it.
And they feed.
Outnumbered and unable to respond effectively. The snake takes the full force of the assault. For the boom slang, today is simply a very bad day. During the crane's thousands-kilometer migration, even a single moment of carelessness can be fatal. And in the Hamian Mountains, that moment becomes an opportunity. Two golden eagles coordinate instantly, breaking the formation and isolating one crane from the flock. Cranes have wide wings and strong endurance, but golden eagles possess devastating dive speed, capable of ending a pursuit in seconds. With no room to escape, the crane is seized by sharp talons. Migration continues, because in the wild, the journey for survival never waits for anyone. Even pigeons can become targets for seagulls. Once the gull locks on, it grips its prey tightly, using its strong, sharp beak to peck repeatedly in an effort to end the struggle quickly.
It could. Yeah, it could.
The pigeon fights desperately, but the gull's persistence and powerful strikes leave little chance of escape. Few people realize that seagulls are highly opportunistic omnivores. When fish are scarce, they readily turn to smaller birds, using aggression and endurance to secure the energy they need to survive.
And there's a good chance of the egg getting broken.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more real wildlife moments caught on camera. And if you want to continue exploring the raw power of nature, check out the next video on your screen. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.